ago and put it on. So once, pardon me, once the bar closes, those will fill in. Have you got a red one on the third one?
Order pending.
Well, Martin, on your question on this one here, your stop actually right now, you know, when you look at your lightning swings, is literally all the way down here. I don't know if I would keep it there. We need a higher low. I'd like to see it not go any lower than this swing right across the way here.
Order filled.
There we go. Beautiful,
Order
beautiful
canceled.
trade. Keep on trucking crude, you little doll. Let's see where they're going here real quick. $64 would be a very good area to watch for. And if we can take that out, even $53.75. Now you could actually put your stop, you know, you've got a little lightning swing here that's identified, but this is a very tight stop, and they're liable to take it. See right there at 51, like a close of a bar. That turned into a marvelous trade. Just exactly the way we teach it. Keep on trucking crude. We'll be happy if you do. Now, anytime they start hesitating, you got to be careful, because see how they just pushed up there really, really quick? Now they're hesitating a little bit. Let's see if they'll go ahead and pop it up here. Pop and peel. There you go. There's 64. See if they can take out 64. Be nice to ride this for a while, wouldn't it? You got to be willing to give a little bit of it back, unfortunately. By the way, YM's right down at some support that you could get ready to box it in. It should bounce there if it's going to bounce. It's still in an upward trend. It's just right above support right now. So we hit 64. That's a little smaller swing on oil. Next level would be 75. See, we hit 64. That's got a couple of times it hit it, though, so be careful there. And then if we can break that, we should go to 75. And also remember, it has not checked this top here that it busted out. It kind of tested it as, you know, from the underside, but it hadn't tested it back from the top side. See if you'll keep on trucking crude. We'll love you if you do. Yeah, the identified swing is 51, Claude. You're exactly right on that. Usually, as a rule, if it's going to hold micro, it'll hold that. Otherwise, it's going to go ahead and break down, you know, at least to a predictor or midband. You know, your rule of thumb with lightning is, you know, if they break lightning 1, they'll check lightning 2 or even a secondary swing. And if they break lightning 2 or that secondary swing, they'll go down and check medium swings, just like we teach. Come on, crude, blow it on up there. 75 would be awesome. Now, I'd really protect some coin at 75, because see how huge of a swing that is. Thrust, big retrace, huge thrust down. And if we do get any lower than that and start rolling over, we could easily head back down today sometimes, simply because of not taking out the swing. So our target is 75. Stop should be 51. You can put it a little higher if you want to. You know, it's lightning swings. Careful there, it might be topping. See if that bar will close up. Come on, close up. Got to take out that 64. Always makes you nervous when they top out, doesn't it? 3 little tops across there. I don't like those gravestone doji candles either. They're going to take it down a little bit first if that candle doesn't pop up. If it close up, we'll be happy campers. Come on. Close up. There we go. See if we can get to that 75 or close to it. Take out the top. You can tell it's getting a little tired, like it wants to retrace a little bit. If it'll pop that candle too, we'll still be happy campers though. It just depends how much you want to give up at the end of a trade. We don't know if it's going to go all the way up to the total highs clear over to the left side of that chart. We'll see.
That's why they said menstruating women have so much fewer heart attacks. It's like it thins your blood, and it's unbelievable. I mean, I just found that by mistake.
That doesn't make any sense.
I looked online. There's all kinds of doctors who say the same thing.
But God didn't design us to do that.
It's the fact.
That'd be interesting to like read before Nedley or like you know.
Well, if you start looking online, you'll see everything by all kinds of doctors that say the same thing.
But you should still ask a health doctor.
Well,
an Adventist doctor.
Keep on trucking oil. That bar closed up. Now take another one up.
The best way to do this is give some blood regular. Men are more susceptible than menstruating women, and the blood from menstruating seems to have a protective effect. However, menopause, women's risk begins to approach that of men. But that's why so few women have heart attacks when they're younger, because they menstruate. That's pretty interesting.
Sure, a little toppy. Come on, take out 64.
Well, and that was good, but they don't went to extremes because they didn't know any better. But if you look on the internet, there's tons of stuff. But there's a Christian medical thing I just saw, and that's where it says it's pretty interesting. Huh? I know. I got called Red Cross and found what it was. No, it's a fact. Everything, there's a million things on the internet. You look at tons of doctors and they all say the same thing.
That's a good friend. Come on. Take out 64. There we go. Sweetheart. Watch the bar. Stay above 64. Stick with us, Crude. Take it on up to 75. looks like a pretty good trend line, by the way. You know, if you're in more than one on, you know, if you've got multiple still, I'd highly recommend if that trend line gets taken out to take one off. It's up to you, of course. This is actually still your lightning swing at 51. See how they've closed above it. They have not closed above this one here yet, or this one here. Come on, crude, stick with our trend line and head on up, buddy. By the way, a real quick look at YM over here. See how it's just hitting support right here? Could watch the power meter. Draw your trend line. Kind of push it out just a little bit so they don't fake you. Let's see if we can get in that one. Same thing with NQ over here. Basically got a little box like that. Russell's still trending down so far. There, we bounced off our trend line. We're still okay. I'm going to go ahead and bring my stop to line 6. Like that. So 56 will be my stop, and I'm doing exit on close. Beautiful oil trade. I'm in it from 27, which is down there just about where this popped up right in through this area right here. That closed above, so this is technically your lightning swing, but that's a very tight stop. They could easily snag it. But that is your lightning swing at 60. Everybody get you a little bit of this? Good deal. Well, that's what I want to be, is very clear on those calls, because, you know, we can all make money if we do that. Sometimes when it's in the regular room where there's 4 charts and a little faster, you know, at the opening things, it's a little less easy to be as clear with 2 moderators and everything. But keep in mind we're watching 4 charts too. But it is also traded exactly the way it's taught too. So the webinars are really good for that part of it. Oh, you're welcome, John. John says, great and even calm calls. That's the one thing about trading. You got to be calm in it. If you get angry, you'll do revenge trading, and that'll kill you. Because then you start trying to be the tough guy, tough gal, and try to prove that you're smarter than they are, and you actually do counter trending, and you know they fake you. They do these little quick pops and then just put it right in your face, and they'll eat your account up slowly. Just got to be patient. Mikhail, on your question, but the only problem is, keep in mind though that you want to get in at the best spot possible, obviously, so your stop can be a lot, you know, tighter to begin with. But if you get in, you know, for instance, like on a
Congratulations! Your copy of Dr. Sanger's 560-page Natural Healing Encyclopedia is on its way. You've made the right decision. This volume, plus your 1-year subscription to Health Revelations, is the best investment you can possibly make in your health and the health of your loved ones. And we're thrilled.
It is not taking us out.
Today, I'm going to share a stunning...
Well, we got 12 minutes to make some more coin on another one, right? Let's see what gives here this morning. For y'all that are in YM from about 64, you know, it looks like you got a scalp anyway. They're not taking out our trend line yet and not changing power meter. Am I in YM? No. No, I'll wait for the PM to... We don't know where it's going to stop, you know, pulling back as far as that goes. It's right at, you know, support's at 64. It held since about 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm kind of expecting it to still hold. But that's that part I was telling you about, catching a falling knife. You know, you just don't know if it's going to go deeper. If you diagnose YM, to give an example, you know, basically you've had this little low here and they checked it, right? And then you've got this area right here that's also an a priori type swing, and they've checked it now. So they are getting a little higher each time. And of course, got to quit doing that. Your medium swing is literally all the way down here for a trend change. Down at 35, at least right now it is. Now if we start getting a high, a low, and a lower high, and then start taking that out, we could easily start heading down too. But we won't know that until the open. But with this blue midband, I'm still expecting to the upside for now. Now, oil took out our little trend line. That's up to you on that. Technically, if it's going to hold what I call micro, it should hold right there at 63. See that little 63 shelf right there? And not take out this 60. 60 is your identified swing on the micro lightning. How many days do I load on my charts, Jay? Well, these charts, I reloaded Ninja completely last night, so I've got a feeling I'm just at there. I've got 7 days. 7 days. I should bounce off of that line right there. Remember, if they break micro, which micro is right at this 60, they'll go down and check these medium swings. And they have not checked this swing right here, except for just dallying around it for, you know, 4 bars. But they haven't checked it for real just yet. Your identified swing also is down here at 52 if you want to hold it for that. But keep in mind that's going from 72 to 52. That's 20 ticks. $200. Let's diagnose NQ real quick too here. Basically, they've already checked that lower there. See, just like YM. And you don't have an a priori here, but that is a swing. So this is where they haven't tested just yet. So your high, your low, your higher high. They haven't checked that swing. If we're going to head up, that swing needs to hold. So you've got a low, a high, a higher low, and a higher high. Looking to the left to trade the right, I would want 50, that 53.50 to hold. Did you go ahead and get out then, Claude? Yeah, it nicked 60. If you didn't have exit on close on, it definitely would get you. And it may have gotten you anyway. It got me also. I'll show it to you. That little trade was worth $580, which basically if you drew your trend line, you know, remember I said I got in at 27, put our stop at 60. And see, unfortunately, if you put your stop at 60, this bar closed right on 60, so that's a closed bar. That's why it took us. Because even if you had exit on close on, that's the way that does. But I'll get back in around, I'd like to see it come down to here. Yeah, break of the trend line too, absolutely. You know, you don't have to hold a trade until it just totally gives up everything. Well, I'm still expecting YM to go up at the open, but we'll see what it does. Problem is, if you short 64, they've got support at 57. It's just not enough of a trade, so I'm not personally going to take YM to the short side until it breaks 57, pardon me, and even comes back and kisses it. Otherwise, we're liable to just get whipped around. What is the PM trade? That PM trade is that new trade, Dan, that we're going to be getting out to everyone just as soon as my programmer finishes it. And that is to where it'll take those little lightning type trades. I don't remember if mine was a PM this morning because I was getting charts set up and stuff. I just saw it. I think I just hit the button on it. With PM set now, though, it'll look for another one. See if we're going to bounce off of 57 or we're going to crater through it at the open. We'll find out. CYM testing 58 again, 57. Market opens in 3 minutes. Yeah, Yellen's is testifying also at 9 a.m. at the Senate building. So we'll be watching that too. So we may get a little chop at the open. We'll find out. Market opens in 2 minutes. Notice they're just testing that 56, 57 right there. Now, if you did happen to short 64, I'd mentioned you could get down to 58. It's up to you on that. I didn't. See what we get at the open. Okay, market opens in 1 minute. YM did definitely break the 57 area. I'm not personally short on it yet. It's too close to the open and they bounce them around too much.
Yeah, it's got to trace back up and roll, huh?
Yeah, if it's going to roll, yeah, definitely. So far, that's just a little phantom trade. See what it does here in just 1 minute. Because the NQ seems like it wants to break to the upside. You're going to box it all the way above that candle to the left there, or take it when it breaks that box?
I'm going to golf that candle to the left.
Okay. Here we go. We're opening.
Is it possible to get a little bit more data on the Nazi chart, please?
Well, I guess so. Russell really broke down at the open. Still watching for, you're going to box that little red area in. on Nazi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Order pending.
Roosty's moving pretty quick there, isn't she?
Oh, extremely quick. It's too quick to call. Kind of what I figured William was going to do. See, it had never established that low yet. So that's a phantom so far. A little deeper, it turned the background red. Let's see what it does here at 64. If it takes it out, I'm going to go ahead and jump in it, Charles. Now, if it rolls there, I'll do the opposite.
Order filled.
Okay.